So hit this time to get a nigga go and hit this time. You gon' feel this vibe. You know how to get in your shit right mine. Shadowing on my face, hit this time to get a nigga go and hit this time. You gon' feel this vibe.
All right. It is now time for the nighttime segment of this. If you didn't catch it, I did another live earlier, which was actually a lot of fucking fun. It was really great. We had a lot of dope people that joined and stopped by. So what a pleasure to be able to speak this way, to do this, to know the things that I know, that we know, to have the things that we have, because we worked for this shit at the end of the day. We worked for this shit, right? Nothing in life is going to come easy. It's not going to come easy. There's no easy this, easy that, easy whatever the fuck. And it's actually quite funny because I used to fall under that concept or that idea of wanting easy money, chasing easy money. You know, like there's some way where I could make money hella easily, and then I could just like hang out on a beach all day or some shit. Like that used to actually be an old fantasy of mine, a really old fantasy of mine, until I realized that like, how do I describe it? That's way too easy, way too easy, way too easy. That was me looking for like an easy solution or an easy way out rather than just wanting to go full 100. And a lot of people get caught up into that false idea of easy money. And I think it's just completely backwards. Work is work. You're going to get what you put in, plain and simple. And most of the time, if there is easy money out there, it's done illegally or unethically. And that's just the facts. Illegally or in some way unethically. And there's a lot of unethical people that walk around and they're okay being dirty and unethical, doing shady shit. But that's why they can't face the fucking world, because they got to make their money in a way that's shady or unethical or dirty or whatever the fuck. That's why they walk around with their eyes down. That's why they can't look at a motherfucker in the eyes. So we work for our shit. We work for what we got and we do it right. Now, I have Will Rios here. Will Rios is a fucking lawyer. He's a Harvard graduate, and he had to work for the shit that he has. And you know what? This guy is still working day in and fucking day out, because he's a successful lawyer that's on the way of becoming an even more successful lawyer. And I think he's a really good example of that, of this topic, because he put in the time, the work, and the dedication in order to achieve the status that he has. Much like I put in the time, the work, the dedication into the businesses that I have, to the plans that I have in order to land here. This shit didn't just fall out the fucking sky. I had to put a certain amount of my own energy and my own investments into things, deal with certain losses along the way and overcome those obstacles and still push forward and not give up where fucking 99% of people give up. And those moments pop up time and time again. But guess what? Every time that I face it, I'm even more prepared than I was last time. So let's go, motherfucker. I'm ready to be tested. I want to be tested. I want to know where I stand in the practices of my own knowledge. I want to know where I stand in my own philosophies. I want to know where I stand with my own intelligence. So I look up to the fucking universe. I look up to the skies and I say, test me. I am waiting for the next challenge, the next obstacle, the next this or the next that, so I can demonstrate again and again and again that I'm a fucking savage. All right, pass this over to Will, because I was just talking about him and him being a lawyer and whatnot. Will, man, let's just talk about that. Your dedication to you and your practices of being a lawyer. And I gotta get some. Do that.
Hey, Jesse, can you mute yourself real quick?
I got it.
Got
I'm taking care of it. All right, everybody's muted except Will. So we said.
All right, what was your question specifically?
Yeah, so let's talk about I just want to hear from you. The amount of work and dedication that you put into being a lawyer.
Yeah.
Take us through that. What was that like? Because I was originally talking about how there's a lot of people out there, you know, they want an easy way out of things in life. They want easy money, they want easy health, they want easy fitness, right? Everyone's looking for that fucking easy path. But there really is no easy path unless you do it in some way unethically or shady, right? And then that fucks people up, and then they walk around and
Yeah, or if the goal is simply not a goal worth having. It's
or
like,
that.
like it's going to be easy if everyone else can do it. And if everyone else can do it, then you probably don't even really fucking want it. You know? Like your goals, your ambitions, your vision, your sight should be on the fucking stars, like you were saying earlier. Like, I'm fucking Iron Man. Like, a word, like an idea that came to me, you know, in really contemplating this was that my destiny is in the stars. Like, your vision should not be low. Your vision should not be down. It should be to fucking achieve as much as possible. Because why? You're only here for a short amount of time. There's only so much that you will be given in this amount of time. And so it's up to you to make something happen with that. You can't just let this time pass by. You can't just waste away your fucking life, waste away your resources, your energy. Like, this thing is limited. And so if you look at it from that perspective, then you know that you got to get to work, man. Like, all my fucking life, I've been fucking working. When I was 6 years old, the goal was to become a fucking black belt. And that's just all I fucking did all the fucking time. Then I got into music. Then it was saxophone. And I just wanted to be the best fucking saxophone player. Then I became like first chair. I did like, you know, state. I was in the jazz band. I was in a fucking salsa band. Like, I was in like fucking like 4 or 5 bands at the same time, just because I loved that shit so much. Then the goal was become #1 and get to fucking Harvard. And I fucking did that. Motherfucker, I've just been working and working and working and working. But like, does it sound like I'm sad about that? Like, no, man. This is the fun of life. This is the being the warrior. This is being the conqueror. This is that energy. This is the energy of going out and getting what the fuck you want in this life. It was very interesting. I think you were saying right now, it's like, you know, earlier you had an idea of like, you want to just kind of make it and then go lounge on a beach for a while. It's like, that's going to be cool for like 2 days tops. And then you're going to be like, well, what the fuck am I doing? You know, like, especially a man, like as a man, you need a goal. You need a vision. I remember when I was most like miserable, I look back, it was, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. It was right after I graduated college and I wasn't sure of my path. I like, what do I want to do? How do I want to like live my life, make my money? Like that was the most miserable fucking time because I had no vision. I had no goal. I had no direction. I was just lost. If you know, dude, I've been talking about this book for fucking a few months now. It's called Outwitting the Devil. It's right here. And so you can't really say it's blurred, but it's called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And he talks about how people get in this mindset of drifting. Like, where does that's the term that he uses, is drifting. You're drifting along life. And it's only the non-drifters, the people that have, he calls it a definite purpose. Those with a definite purpose are not drifters. They see the direction, they know where the fuck they're going, and they move in that direction. And for that like short amount of time where I didn't have a vision, I didn't have a goal, I was fucking drifting and I was fucking miserable. And so I had to develop the goal, develop the ambition, like, where is it that I want to go? And then once I make the decision, like, dude, I'm a Taurus, I'm a bull. Like, once I see the red, like, I just go for that shit. And there's nothing else going on. And so then the goal was be a fucking lawyer and kill this fucking shit. And so what did I do? I moved out of fucking Texas. I came to fucking LA. Then after that, I passed the fucking bar. Then after that, I passed the Texas fucking bar. Like, this shit is not stopping. It's going, it's going, it's going. And if you are unhappy, chances are it's because you're not moving towards your goal. Like that's really it. It's like it's either you don't have a goal, or you're not, or you have a goal, but you haven't taken the steps to get there, because along that path is where your body, your spirit, it rewards you with the good feeling of getting towards what you want to do. So like if you, like right now, Jesse is fucking working out right now, sick as fuck. He's already fucking swole, but he wants to be even fucking doper. And so he has a goal of having a good body, or of feeling good about that. And so his body rewards him. After this fucking workout, he's gonna feel good. The fucking blood is rushing. He's gonna get some good food. Like that is the reward already. And then the after effects, or the side effects of that is having the good body. But really, it's the process of getting there. You feel good as you take that next step. So like there's a twofold thing. One is like the long-term vision, and one is the short-term getting there. And both of these things have to be in tandem together. So you can't just be looking at the one. You can't just be looking like, oh, I don't have the money right now. Like you should be like, oh, what is this next step I'm taking? And then as I get closer to that, then I am rewarded internally. And that's really what this whole process is about. That's really all what being a stoic, being a monk is about. You aren't looking to the world to like give you the praise. Like you couldn't praise me, bro. Like I know myself too deeply to know where I've fallen short. And I know myself too deeply to know where the fuck I've like succeeded beyond all expectations. Like I am not looking to you to validate me. It is me. It is an internal thing. And as long as I'm doing what I know I should do to get along this process, then that's all that fucking matters. And at the end of the day, it's about your internal state. It's about your internal feelings of yourself, of your emotion in your life. And so if you handle this, man, I posted a story like literally today. It's like you live more in your mind than you do in the world. And so if you handle your mind, the world ain't shit, dude. The world ain't shit. Like it's about you and about your process and about how you process it. All right, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. And I mean, I think the dope thing here is just how much of an alliance that we all got going on here. I mean, you could clearly see, it's clearly visible, everybody's states of mind within this house, and everybody that's around us. And all we ever do is just keep bouncing information back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's how we're able to stay so sharp. We keep each other sharp. We're a fucking unit. We're a fucking tribe. Right.
Yo, can I talk about a little bit about that? Like that, I think this is the coolest shit ever, man. Like this is the fucking best, because it's like if there is a reason for me to go dark, like just thinking about you guys makes me snap out of that shit like ASAP.
Motherfucker, you ain't turning dark, not tonight.
You know what I'm saying? It's like there come things. It's like, dude, I have like fucking 8 different things that I need to like handle right now. But you know what? I got my brothers, I got my tribe, and I have a duty to them as much as I do to like myself and my life. And so like I do it for me, and then I do it for you guys. And like just saying those words like to myself sounds so fucking sick. Like I'm not alone. We are the fucking wolf pack. We are the fucking the lion's pride. Like we use each other's energy, and we synergize, and we bounce off of each other to make each other greater. If I was living alone, like I would not have this mentality, this idea, this view of the world. It is because I'm a part of the tribe that it makes me strong, and I make the tribe strong. You have something, Palacio?
Yeah, I mean, it's really simple, because the condition that's precedent to every good action that's in the external is nothing more than right thinking. It's when your mind is in line with harmony, whatever that you want to create in the external, that's on the positive spectrum, by keeping the mind intact. Because everything that you communicate, your communication and your words are an indicator of what's going on in your mind, right? See, I want to be able to say the things that I'm saying if my mind was all day telling me other shit. This would be extremely hard to fucking sit here and communicate this shit if all fucking day my mind was going negative. And actually, I think that's how I'm able to sit here and speak in this way. That's how I'm fucking able to sit here and say with the certainty that I got this shit down, that I'm good because I've handled my fucking mind. And how simple was that? How simple was that? It is very clear from the way that Will communicates that he has handled his mind. I haven't read Outwitting the Devil yet, but I'm very curious to what's inside of that book. And the thing about me is I'm always reading a fucking book every morning. And I'm sure a lot of you and you are in here are, most of us are. We're dedicated to our knowledge and the things that we're trying to uncover and unlearn, because there's a power at the end of the day. I know you guys feel it. It fucking surges, right? So yeah, how could one of the guys ever be dark around you? Because someone's going to catch it. Someone's going to catch it, and we're not going to let it spread, because darkness will spread. It will fester. It's a bit of its own little virus, right? If one person turns dark, then if another one turns dark, no, we're not. That's not going to happen around here.
And the opposite is true. That's the polarity. It's like the light spreads as well. And so if you are light, if you are fucking like love and power and strength, you push that into other people around you. Like that's why the people that you're around, a big part of the book is like, you know, who you surround yourself with is like, and people talk about this, like they say it in so many different words, right? It's like, you're the sum of the 5 people that you hang out with. Like, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. Like the people who you interact with, their energy is infectious, like whether you like it or not. And so we've decided amongst ourselves that we're only going to be around the baddest, strongest motherfuckers with the strongest mindsets, because like sharp, what is it? Iron, what does it say? Like the sword sharpens the sword, or the iron sharpens iron?
I forgot some shit like that.
Yeah, like iron sharpens iron, or we're going to stick with that until someone corrects me.
Yeah, sharpens iron. No, I'm positive now. I really.
Okay. Yeah, and so if you're surrounded by fucking wusses and bitches and like assholes, like that's what the fuck you're gonna become. That's what the fuck you're gonna be. But if you're surrounded by strong, ethical men who know their vision and like are only working to get stronger every fucking day and building their knowledge, like that is what the fuck you're gonna become. That is what we have become. Like it's no longer like an idea or like a wish or a thought. It's like it is the reality that I'm fucking living in. And it's the reality that Alex is living in, and I know a lot of you guys are as well. And if you're not, this is where the fuck you want to get, because this is the next step up.
Yeah, 100%. It definitely is the next step up. Because I thought, you know, I thought everything was all cool, all good back in the East Bay, you know, when I was just on my little solo venture, you know. Hey, and I think a lot of the guys are actually in that right now. They're in that solo phase before you find your pack. Right, that man, good times. But you know what? I mentioned it before. I had to move out. I had to leave the fucking East Bay because that place was way too fucking small for me. I needed more. I needed to branch. I needed to take my fucking flag, place it somewhere else. And you know what? And there's 4 other men that have placed their fucking flags here too. And we all shook hands and we're like, all right, let's go. Let's take over. All right. Let's coordinate, let's strategize, let's think here. Let's use our fucking minds, because that's what we got. That's all we got. We got our strength, we got our fucking minds.
Yeah, like at our deepest, we're all tribal, man. Like we need to be part of the group. We're social animals. Like whenever COVID hit, when I was in law school, basically everyone moved out, but I stayed because I didn't give a fuck about COVID. So I had a suite like to myself, like it was like 2 bedrooms. It was really fucking nice, but it was like I became the lone wolf, or however you want to say it. And like it has its perks or whatever, but this right now is so beyond, like it's incomparable. It's like it kind of makes me feel like how the fuck did I even live that way before? Like, man, that was weird. It was very weird now. Like this feels like right, you know?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I mean, fuck, man. Yeah, people just gotta come out, find their tribe and tribe up, and be a part of this experience. I mean, look at what's going on in Phoenix right now. You know, a bunch of the other guys that we know. I believe on the 2nd or the 3rd is their official date of moving in.
Oh, so they have like a house now, like a legit house?
Yeah.
That's literally like exactly a year after we did, because we came in like at the end of January, if you remember last year.
We did, bro. We did. Yeah, fuck. We're
Yo,
it's
and
been,
since then it's been boom, 3, 4 more houses. Fuck.
man. Hey, time went by so fucking fast. Holy shit.
So much evolution. It's kind of nuts, man. It's kind of fucking crazy.
Dude, the evolution is exponential. It is ridiculous. I think it's great that everything happened so fast, and that when we look back, we're like, holy shit, we all changed so fucking much, and it felt like it just was like a snap of a finger. And we're still
We're the only original Base 2 members still here, I think.
shit. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so fucking wild. This whole
Man.
thing is great.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm concluded on my end. This was actually really powerful. This is good.
I kind of let's ask some questions. I say let's go for a little bit longer. All right,
Yeah.
Kelvin, I know so Kelvin texted me earlier, and he was talking about you
Wait,
had a
Guardian
party or something, right?
is raining.
Wait, hello? Somebody's okay.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Kelvin, how did it go? Are you at the party? What are you doing?
I'm outside right now.
Okay, cool. You came to join in the lecture. Is
Yeah.
it fun? Are you enjoying it? What's going on?
I mean, it's fun. I like it. It's been a minute since I've been in the quinceañera.
Yeah, they're doing all the tribales and shit.
Hey man, shout out to you, man, for always showing up, bro. Like, shout out to you, bro.
For sure,
Kelvin,
man.
we need to get you on Dragon's Lair, bro. Like the energy that you're feeling from us, it's like it's the tip of
It's
the
rubbing on me, bro. It really is. And I'm really trying to become better
Mm-hmm.
It
Dude,
is
that's,
within myself.
Shit is coach.
that's what it's all about, man. It's like because I remember whenever, like you remind me of me when I was younger. Obviously, like you're my cousin. It's like we follow a similar path, and it's like the path starts off very difficult and like it's like foggy. I feel like that. Would you describe it like that? It's like you
Yes.
can't really see. It's kind of like you're trying to
Can't really
map
see.
out. You
Can't really see
map
where I'm
out-
going, like a loose arrow. Doesn't really have a target to hit at.
Yeah, exactly. And so like right here, this is the moment of transmutation, bro. Like this is the moment of alchemy. Like this is where, if anything, like I don't know if you believe in God or the universe or whatever, but this is the moment where like the faith has to be the strongest. Like when I was there, like I knew that I was going somewhere. I didn't know where the fuck it was going, but I knew I was gonna fucking do it. And now that I've got here, looking back, it's like it felt like it was destiny, dude. It's like it had to become this. And so like don't lose the faith, don't lose the power, the vigor within. Like that is what you keep with you. All right, Tia, what's up, man? You have
Real
something
quick.
to say?
Yeah, I love everything that's been said so far. I would say the reason why these guys are doing what they're doing is because they love themselves so much. They give themselves the opportunity to experience something that's greater than what they're experiencing now. I guarantee you, if you were to actually start doing what they're doing, or what anybody that you've listened to so far, you embody that shit, you will start living a life that's more fulfilling. Not saying you're not living a life that you don't love, but the more you start to love yourself, I guarantee you, you're going to be around people like this. You're going to put yourself in positions like this. And like, that's what it's all about, man. It's like the reason why Will loves to share his experience with other brothers and see them grow is because he loves himself. He loves himself so much that he gains whenever he sees that, right? It's not like he feels less than whenever he can admire his brothers. He feels greater whenever he's around people that actually inspire him to do better. So I recognize that's the value you're offering. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks. That's totally true. Like and that's really that's why, you know, whenever I do my show right now, we're on Alex's, but mine is called the Yin Yang Wolfpack. Like, it's because when you're part of a larger unit, you have a grander scheme of the world. And it's very easy to feel lonely, man. Like really, this is honestly funny. Like it kind of comes from a place of like sadness, because I remember feeling lonely, and I remember feeling like I didn't know what was going on, and I was like kind of scared and didn't have like dude, I'm about to tear up. Like fuck, like I remember that feeling very well, and I got out of that shit, and I made it to where I am now. But I know, like I wasn't the only fucking human being that felt like that, you know? And so now being where I am, it's like, let's all go together, dude. Let's all make this shit happen. Like I was able to build myself now to where you're fucking dude, 100%. I love myself, man. Like I think I'm sick as fuck. Like I think I'm so fucking dope. And I think the people around me are so dope. And it's like, yo, we can only get doper. Like, think about it like this. Right now, this is the worst I'm ever gonna be for the rest of my life. Like, it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get stronger. So for Kelvin, I'd like you to think about it that way as well. It's like, this is actually the worst. Like, it's only gonna get better as long as I stay sharp, as long as like you stay gaining the knowledge and staying on the process. So like, Kelvin, what I would say is like, I don't know if you're doing any sort of physical activity, but you should be working out, bro. You should be going to the gym, like doing something, because that is gonna change your whole fucking mind as well. TL, what's up?
Honestly, when like ever since I started talking, like attending y'all, I had like more deeper look into myself. Like, it's not that I do it every day, but every once in a while I get my ass up and I start doing, push-ups, sit-ups, whatever I can to like move around.
Yeah, that's all you need to do to get started, man. It's like the fact that you have it as an idea in your mind that you want to get better. As long as you hold that thought, it's going to happen. Because if you put enough attention on that, you're going to start seeing results and things to happen and come about in your life that are more in line with what you want and what you're seeking for. You said that you're kind of like you don't have a clear sense of direction right now. Hey man, I've been there too. And the fact that you're directing attention towards finding it, you're going to get it one way or another. Yeah. So as long as you stick to it and you stay true to it, bro, you're going to go nowhere but up. It's the same shit as what Will just said. You have nowhere else to go but up. As long as you work for it and every single day you keep it in your mind, like, I'm going in this direction now. I want to go up.
All right, what's that, man?
Tio?
Yeah. And I would even add, there's a reason why you feel that way. You're not incorrect. You're not viewing life the wrong way. You've been led to believe things that don't aid you. And what these men are here trying to offer, and what I'm trying to offer too, is like, this is what you've been looking for. If it's like an influence that was to make you have a greater experience. Yeah, you're gonna have a brotherhood and all that, and yeah, there's information and that's cool, but realistically, it's because it's gonna benefit you. The only reason why we're here right now is because it benefits us that much, right? I don't have to be here. Will doesn't have to be here. Alex, but we're here. I want to be here. I actually really want this. So like, the reason why you're here and you feel the way you do is for a reason. And because it's for a reason, you can make a change, especially a positive change. And not just for you, but for everybody you know. So.
Yeah, and think about it this way, Kelvin. It's like the stronger you get, the more you can do for Leslie, the more you can do for your mother, for your father. It's like you can then like I feel like you realize that at least like in my family, like in our family, like I am very much an example, right? Like for all the fucking kids, it's like, holy shit, how could I not be? Like, that's just what the fuck I am. And like you can become that for yours as well, you know? This thing is not, it's not out of this fucking world. Like, it is absolutely in your fucking destiny. And it's like, it's in your heart, it's in your lineage. Because if you didn't feel that way, you wouldn't keep coming. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I've been doing this for like a few months now. Like, you fucking showing up every time. Why? Because you see that there's a light here. Like, I felt like whenever I came to AZD, it's like I came with a candle, but my candle was like not lit. And so I came here to, okay, now I have the light too. Like, I am giving you the light. We are giving you the light, bro. Like, you take this motherfucker and go like make a fucking bonfire, go like chop down some trees, build with this shit.
Make it bigger.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Alex, I feel like you had something to say.
No, man. Yeah, that's really it. We're bringing light everywhere that we go. Whenever we talk, it's nothing but it. And yeah, it's really up to you to take it and to do what you want with it. But from the way it sounds, you're moving in that direction that you want to go in. Just the fact that it's something that's even in your mind. Like I mentioned, you're going to get it, man. You're going to get it.
Kelvin, do you have any Stoic books? Do you know what Stoicism is?
Not Stoic books. I do have John Wilco's book about discipline.
Okay.
I have his book. I have some other not psychology, but was it philosophy books?
Okay,
Uh,
so the what we ascribe to, what we like follow in our lives is stoicism. And so
Mhm.
there's three dudes. So I would suggest get this on Amazon. It's literally 3 books. I'm on the third one now. So it's Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. And it's a Stoic classic collection. So there's 3 books in here. And
all right.
basically wake up in the morning, work out, like do some push-ups or something. And what I would do at the very beginning of the process, I would do like a set of push-ups and then I read a paragraph. And then just kind of like, okay, do some more push-ups, read another paragraph, do some fucking sit-ups, read a paragraph. It's like this thing is a mind-body, it's a mind-body connection. It's not just like you're getting into the mind, right? Like by reading the book, but then you get to get into your body as well. What it is, it's the word is integrating. You start integrating this into your fucking being. We're not fucking AZD, but we have integrated a lot of this shit. Like this isn't fake. I'm not faking this shit. It's like this is who the fuck I am. It's like TL's not faking this shit. Alex isn't faking this shit. Like we have put in the time that which is part of the physicality, part of the working out, part of the reading. We also do meditation. Like, bro, this is a whole fucking thing. But to get you started, you need to get one of these books, start reading the book, start working out. Do them together. Like, so mind, body, mind, body. Once this thing starts integrating, you start feeling so different, man. Like I look in the mirror and I'm like, yo, that's a bad motherfucker, dude. Like, yo, I like looking in the mirror. It's like, yo, hell yeah. Like, that's just how it is, dude. So yeah. All right, I think that's it, man. Jesse, you're over here smiling and stuff. You got something to say, bro?
Is that music too loud in the background?
Nah,
No, we don't hear anything.
Hey, what's his name? Calvin, was it?
Yeah,
Howdy.
Kelvin.
Bro, they're resonating so deeply on that message, brother. Like, there's a reason you're getting it, bro, and no one else in your family's getting it. You can speak on this and on this and on this and on this, bro, and they'll go, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, maybe I should get up early. Oh, maybe I should eat better. But there's a reason you're getting it, bro, you know? And like you said, you wouldn't keep showing up, bro. So I just want to like reaffirm what they're saying, bro. Like, don't ignore that, bro, because once you step into that door and you take the red pill, essentially, you'll never not be able, or you'll never be able to go back. But fuck, bro, the forward path is just the best way through, you know?
I understand what you say. Like, once you take on the path, there is no going back.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's my
because
mentality
you
right
have a
now.
new perspective now, bro. Like, you just see the world for actually what it is, not what we think what it is, but it's just so many different dimensions that we keep unlocking as every day goes by, bro, you know? And yeah, I just want to, it'd be cool if you joined the journey of yourself, bro. That would be really cool.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it, Will. That was all I had, bro.
Thank you, man. Like,
no, it was very, very well said. I think he's getting a lot from this here. And that's honestly the whole point of throwing this together. That's why we're a mastermind, because the more that we're bouncing back and forth this type of information, you see everybody's getting a little piece of something here, right? We all have something to bring to the table. And Will, it sounds like you had something to say too.
yeah, like getting on the path and not looking back. It's like, dude, you wouldn't want to go back. Like there's a reason you're looking at this path, because back there is not where the fuck you want to be. I always think of like the Matrix. There's a scene where it's like, you've been down that road before. I know that's not where you want to be. Like, I don't want to be back there, man. That shit wasn't cool. Like this is the way for me. This is the path for me. And I think it's the path for you too, man.
Thank you,
All
man.
right. Well, I think Alex, I'm about done. If you're ready, brother.
He's on the path. There you go.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, you are on the path. That was actually something that a hypnotherapist told me a long time ago. When I went there, he said, "You are on the path." And I was like, "Oh, cool."
Oh, yeah.
So all right, I'm good, man. I'm set. Yo, this shit was fire, man. This was really good, a really good stream we had going on. This energy was top notch.
So just so you know, the base 2 guys are about to go and fuck shit up in downtown San Jose. So
Straight up.
we're going out with this energy. So you, wherever the fuck you are in the world, whatever you're gonna do, use this energy, man. Use it. All
All
right.
right, man. You have to
All
be
right.
safe.
Everyone, sleep well, and you know, don't let the bed bugs back.
Bye.
Oh, all right, motherfuckers. Late.